between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks. As we get things started, Jeff, who on the Heat do you think they need to keep an eye out for here tonight?
When you're getting ready for the new big three of the Miami Heat, most of the attention will go to Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. But you cannot forget about Luol Deng.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Mr. DG94 here with another NBA Live My Career game plan. Today we are taking on the Miami Heat.
He can put the ball on the floor. He can rebound it. Most importantly, though,
we're going to try and see if we come out here with this win. Yeah, we got to talk, bro. I know, we've been talking, but we got to talk. Because I've been thinking about this and it didn't really hit me until today. Were you making Pro-Am? Were you focusing on Pro-Am, or were you focusing on actually improving the game? Because from what I've seen, it feels like Pro-Am has been your biggest focus from the game. Now the game does have some minor tweaks that is a lot different from NBA Live 15, but it seems like you did not focus on the main aspects that you should have focused on to move forward in NBA Live. And now you're in a tight situation where now you put yourself in a situation. I don't know what to say about this, but y'all put yourself in a situation that I don't know how to even, like, you know, explain it, but
to Anthony, he's averaging 16 points per game this season. To the basket.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but my real question for y'all is this, man. What were y'all doing, man?
Set to bring it up.
Throughout all summer, all the hype, all the build up, it seemed as if you guys were going to improve on what was what I would say was a good year last year for you guys. It was a really good year. NBA Live 15 was very good. I gave it a 7. I gave it a solid 7 out of 10, man. Couldn't give it an 8. Couldn't give it no higher. I could have gave it a 7.1 to be nice, but nah, it was still, the animations was just still shit to me. So there's that. And it seemed like this summer you didn't even focus really on animations. You focused on taking animations from the NBA players and giving our created characters the ability to do the same animations that the NBA players can do. Now, while that's cool and all, it's not what we want. It's not really what was needed. What was needed was a physics system. A system of physics where the game looks more fluider and more authentic than what it's been looking like for the past, I don't know how many years now. And sadly, you fucked up. Yeah. You fucked up. You dropped the ball. You made this seem like it was going to be a big improvement from last year's game, and sadly, it's a fucking downfall. It's a fucking letdown. I'm sorry.
Looks like we've got a 20-second timeout.
It's a letdown, man, because it don't even seem like you really did that much with it.
Moves around the defender. Grand shot thrown right back at him. Closely guarded. He forces it.
Come on, man.
The Knicks up by 1. You don't want to make a living.
It seems like the moves are a lot more clumsy and more just like it's just like out of place, man. This game is really out of place, man, from last year's game, because people didn't play NBA Live 15 last year like I did. Not that many people could say they played this game from the time it was released to the time by the time that before the time of the demo coming out. Not a lot of people can say they did this besides me. You know what I'm saying? I had NBA Live 15. I played it and I enjoyed it. I liked it. And then I was just really hoping you guys would improve on the animations. The animations, I keep telling y'all, man, animations are everything to this game. The way how the game flows through the animations will make the game feel so much more better if the animations were more fluid and there was like a physics system, kind of like how Madden is. If you could take the physics system for Madden and put that in this game, you would have probably had one of the best games. You probably would have been. I probably wouldn't be complaining as much as I've been complaining. But sadly, I have to complain only because
Good rebound by Chalmers.
y'all didn't improve on nothing really. Y'all just said, you know what, we're gonna add in this. You did what 2K basically did. You didn't really improve on nothing. You pretty much said we're just gonna add this new game mode and we're gonna go from there. No, that's not what you were supposed to do. You're supposed to improve the game all around, man. Like I could care about how the body models, I can give a damn about how the body models look. I kind of do care about how some of the players look, because you're doing this to the notable players like Mirotic, Jahlil Okafor, fucking Rudy Gobert, and a bunch of other players who've been on Twitter saying, I don't even know if that is me. Who is that? That's not me. That looks nothing like me. You know what I'm saying? So EA, bruh, come on, man.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting the second.
For real, this I don't think you guys were really focusing on the main aspect. Yes, you did do some minor tweaks to the gameplay, but these minor tweaks do absolutely nothing for me, the person who played last year's game. If for somebody who didn't play NBA Live 15 last year, you would have fun with this game. You would think this was a good game. You would think, wow, they did a really good job this year. If you didn't play NBA Live 15 last year, but if you did play NBA Live 15 last year, then you would have a very different opinion about this game. But I'll talk some more about it in the second half. Well. Seems as if I just cannot seem to play in the fourth quarter for some odd reason now.
Home team hearing it from the crowd. What a disappointing performance.
Who are in those uniforms? I mean, this is like an imposter team out there tonight. They have stood for all the right things so far this year.
I just cannot play in the fourth quarter. See, EA knows that I'm going to go in on them, but they're afraid of what I'm going to say is going to affect their game. So, EA, you can keep saving yourself, but just remember, there's another video.
That's it. The final buzzer goes. The final score is 82.
There is another video, EA. I could talk about it right now, but I don't feel like taking up everybody's time. So you know what, EA? Another game, another day, another way to talk about what's going on.
Taylor Rose here. And
So,
I've got your EA Sports post-game graphic.
I'm going to just leave it there. As you can see, come away with the win.
The Knicks.
82-59.
And what more could you say about their excellent
Brook
field goal
Lopez was doing his thing down in the paint, blocking everybody's shot back to 1995. So, good for him. Should have about 6 or 7 blocks on the game today.
For the New York Knicks.
And I should have about like 7 assists. I was doing my
The
thing.
Heat didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly
But whatever.
close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, You can tell by the way
EA,
they headed to the
keep
tunnel
protecting
how
yourself,
disappointed they
but
were about this loss.
I'm still coming. I'm still coming at you the way I'm gonna come at you. Cannot save yourself from me. There's another video. There's another day to talk about this. So you know what? I'm gonna leave it right here for now.
And I'm pretty sure that's
I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, peace out.
However, is if their poor shooting starts to create turmoil within the team. And here we have a look at the game stats.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone. And here we have a look at the shot chart.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the latest scores from around the league. From top to bottom, the Eastern Conference standings. Take a look at the upcoming games for the Miami Heat. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.